guys another edition of CEVO TV with some Counter-Strike Global offensive action. I'm going to be your host, Misled, alongside the brand fresh, new, spanking, super awesome Gex over there, guys. Everyone say hello.
Oh, thank you. It's good to be here. It's my first time on one of these casts here, at least for CEVO, but I'm pumped to so.
Awesome. All right, guys. As you can see on the broadcast, we got Collector's Edition versus Exodus coming up tonight. We are waiting on them to get in servers and GoTV info for that. So that should be coming up shortly. And after that, as long as you guys stay tuned, we're going to have some Afterlife versus Going Live. And I do believe Gex might have a little info on the teams, just in case you guys actually don't know who Exodus and Collector's Edition are. He'll hook you guys up with that.
Yes. Here we have Exodus, who is one of the better teams here in the main division. At least I'm not sure who exactly what the starting lineup is going to be tonight here, but some notable names we have here is Flom, Summit, Chaotic, Pinecone. All those guys are one of a professional esports organization, as I'm sure you're all familiar with. And I actually was familiar with their Soldier Front 2 team back in the day. When they had that for a little while. It's a good group of guys, good organization. Got to talk with some of their CSGO players. So as far as who's going to win tonight, I'm thinking more towards them just because I've seen more of them. Solid team, solid lineup. Over on Collector's Edition, they have Deeg, Rich, Freak, Magic, Pyro, Allen, and Arlane. Not too familiar with any of those players there, but if I had to take a pick tonight, I would definitely Exodus. Not sure about you, Luca. That's what side I'm leaning toward.
I'm going to have to lean on Exodus, but I would not fall asleep on Collector's Edition at all. They are a good team. They do have good players. Their records go like this. We're looking at Exodus, who is 9-3 right now, with their only 3 losses coming to teams like iBUYPOWER, Reliable Gaming, and Kurt Rambis Fan Club. So those were all very, very close, except for the iBUYPOWER match. That looked a little brutal. Yeah. That was a 16-5. Ugh.
Yeah.
But Reliable and Kurt Rambis was very close right there. So good team losses there for Exodus. Everyone knows them. They're an awesome team. Good players on there. Collector's Edition, though, kind of coming out of left field here. They're 6-6, but they do have wins over some good teams. They got Unix win, Flatline, Illusions, Press Start E-Gaming, Duck Hunt. So Game Sense also. They do have losses to teams like Pug Kings, Arctic Gaming, Complexity, Just That Good, and Kurt Rambis Fan Club. Those were close matches, some of them, so it should be a good match. I would not fall asleep at all on Collector's Edition tonight.
No, not at all. I mean, there's good wins on. For me, a little more familiar with the Exodus organization, seen those guys a lot more. That's why I'm leaning towards them. But, as you said, definitely cannot count out Collector's Edition for them.
So are we in server yet over there, Gex?
Yeah, I actually heading in there right now. I believe I sent you over that connection there. I think everybody's starting to get in here just as we speak.
How many do we got in there right now?
Let's see, 1 second here. Heading in there, it's still loading up for me. Taking a look at it, my computer's being a little bit of a... Actually, looks like we've got everybody in here at the moment, I believe. And actually, I think I'm looking at the unconnected. So here we have iBUYPOWER and somebody else in here. Not sure if we got a conflict with the Go TVs there, but I think we need to get that one sorted out.
Yes, and quickly, while we're waiting on that, guys, I'm actually, his webcam dropped there for a second, but that is a sweet picture of him at WCG that you guys are seeing right there. But I do want to touch on some news, actually. Copenhagen Wolves, I don't know if you guys were watching DreamHack, which you should have been, but Copenhagen Wolves has been a team that's been around for a little bit. They're relatively good. I mean, they finished 5th through 8 at DreamHack, and they are actually just... Their CSGO team actually just left the organization, so that's pretty big news. And DreamHack was not too long ago, and they've already left. So they're looking to get the roster. I do believe is going to be Kypex, Device, Fetish, Nico, and Dupree. So it's their team still, and they're actually trying to find sponsor. Somebody pick them up right now. There was some conflict of interest, I believe, with their signing with them next year. But that's very interesting. Copenhagen Wolves going free, and they did very good in DreamHack. So you guys got to watch out for that. Let's see where they go. And
we not to cut you off here. We actually got we're actually switching over to iBUYPOWER and Infinity Project, and apparently they are already live on that one. I think we're having some Go TV issues with the collector's edition and Exertus match, so we're actually switching over to the iBUYPOWER and Infinity. That's why I was so confused when I joined up on the Go TV. They're seeing those two teams. I'm like, those are not the guys we were supposed to be looking at. But for that info, I'm actually jumping in there right now. But change of plans.
It's going to be iBUYPOWER versus Infinity Project. All right.
Yeah. That
get this going real quick here, guys. So, as you said, we changed. Now we're going to go see another amazing team, which is going to be iBUYPOWER versus Team Infinity Project. iBUYPOWER is going to be coming into this 7-2, Infinity Project 7-5. So I'm going to pop in the server real quick, guys, and get this going. As you said, it's already underway, so I'm going to tune you guys to a Be Right Back screen, and then as soon as I'm in game, I will pop it open for you guys. So just bear with me for just a second here, guys, as we launch this up really quick here.
It's I'm not. I think they're actually just trying to figure out what's going on. I actually don't see them. I don't think it's actually fully live yet. And conflicting messages here from multiple people trying to figure out.
Summit got hit by a car. Apparently, that is what we are seeing right now. Did that really actually happen, Summit? Did you actually get hit by a car? I'm kind of curious to find out if. Oh, and of course, my game is bugged. I'm gonna have to restart that. Oh, he's joking. He's lying to us. He didn't get hit by a car. Our hearts dropped for a moment there as we thought Summit was hit by a vehicle, which was not true. He lied. I almost had a heart attack. I hope Summit would have felt extremely bad if I would have had a heart attack because he told me that.
We would all feel horrible.
And he laughs. So yeah, he doesn't care at all. He would have laughed. He probably would have recorded it and streamed it on his own stream every day for millions of viewers to see. Yes, he would have laughed.
Look what happened to Luca.
Yeah. Watch this caster have a heart attack.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm actually in game now. I can bring that up so you guys can watch this. Yeah. Let's see here. What do we got going on? No, good.
I'm not sure.
We're not live.
Yeah,
all right.
They're not live. Okay, yeah. Get the conflicting messages here. I didn't know what to believe. They were all telling me different things. Yeah. But
he would have paid my hospital bill. Well, that's very kind of you, Summon. I would appreciate that. I'm assuming it would be extremely expensive, but I don't know.
It's a good guy there. What a class act.
I know, right? But as we can see, we're in here now. We're still pre-gaming right now as we're waiting for the teams to live up. But you got Anger, Dazed, Adren, AZK, and Skadoodle are going to be your iBUYPOWER roster over there. And switching over to Infinity Project, who's on the terrorist side, you're going to have Absolute, UKR, AEQ, Arcane, and Toro are going to be your terrorist. Do not know which side is going to be which to start with. Actually, let me pop out real quick and see who's home.
I saw everybody swim at one point. These might be all that soft here, and we're just waiting on everybody. Not sure, but don't quote me on that.
All right, so it looks. Why does it? Both rosters say versus each other. Neither one of them says at. So apparently they're both home teams versus each other, which is confusing. Yes.
Makes sense.
Yes, so they're both home. I have no idea who's getting which side. So we should find out in a minute.
The world may never know. I guess we'll find out. Just waiting on everybody to get going here. I believe we're actually starting off live here. We're going to have iBUYPOWER starting over on the counter-terrorist side, and Infinity Project starting there over on the terrorist side. So we'll see how this first round go ahead and plays out.
Awesome. As he said, you got your iBUYPOWER on CT side, and this is going to be DE cash for everybody. Getting underway with our first round right now. We're going to be just floating around, watching players. This is going to be your pistol round. It's going to be very, very important right here for Infinity Project. See what they can do. It looks like, though, iBUYPOWER is going to be going with a nice 2-2-1 setup. Two players. Oh, no. Two. It's going to be a 2-1-2, actually, as action already going off. That's Toro taking down Anger. Arcane gets traded out by Daze, though. Adren getting AEQ. So the CTs now are trying to recover as the bomb gets planted in the A bomb site. Daze right there getting absolute dazed on UKR, and then Adren on Toro as the bomb was planted. So Infinity Project was not able to protect that bomb as it went down. So the first round is going to go to iBUYPOWER. How rough is that going to be for Infinity Project now, Gex?
Well, they did a good job getting. They got some frags out there to start, but I believe it was Dazed, a couple there at the end, and I think we're gonna have to see Infinity Project back here. Head and like 4 M4 and a FAMA, buying up heavy here, and see what they can do here moving into this round here.
As we're seeing, not a big safety play there from iBUYPOWER. Quite a few M4s right there. As he said, that's 3 M4s. So they're going to go full tilt right here, expecting some big plays from Infinity Project. But Infinity Project is on a full save. Glocks all the way around. No armor, no nades, nothing. They're just going to try and sit back, see if they can get some aggressive plays from iBUYPOWER and pick them off. As you see, AZK right there trying to get AEQ from the checkered hall area into the B halls. But it was not going to happen right there as AEQ just peeked real quick with his Glock and stepped back out of that. So right here, we're down to 1 minute and 15 seconds as action's finally going on. That's Anger, Daze. Daze getting 2 right there. That's UKR and AEQ going down. Adren teams up out there in mid, though, to take down Toro. So now we have Arcane by himself trying to work around through A. He worked out through that garage door at A, and the bomb is going to be down middle. So he's going to try and work down a ramp back in the middle, see if he can make something happen. But all the CTs are right there. He's going to be spotted by Dazed, and he goes down. So a second round is going to go to iBUYPOWER. If you are Infinity Project with almost no kills except for Toro getting one, do you risk it and surprise buy right here, Gex?
Ooh, I don't know, man. It's a tough question. I mean, there wasn't too much they could do there on that last round, especially when they had all those rifles going up against him. I mean, I think and have a better shot against him going into the fourth round.
As we are underway, this is going to be your third round right now. Lots of action going on over towards B. It looks like the terrorists are going to try and push their way into the B halls, work towards Checker, and it did not work out as AZK and Skadoodle team up. Adren got a boost in mid, actually ran down mid, came through the vent box, and picked up 3 right there. So dirty, dirty play from Adren coming from mid. A third round going to iBUYPOWER. All important buy round all the way around. How should Infinity Project try and work this, Gex?
Well, this is going to be a big round for them. Now, they got the beginning of that one out of the way, and this is their time to go ahead and try to show up here. We got all 5 of them rocking with AKs here, so it looks like they're all heading over towards the A side as well, potentially here. Actually, just storming straight up through. We'll see how this one plays out.
As you said, we have movement up mid right now, and Adren is not worried at all as Toro tried to peek out on him, and he picked him with his op. So Adren out in mid with that op, making it happen for his team. He's going to be working over towards that vent side from mid on his area, trying to make sure no one pushes. Daze is going to be there to collapse also, and a sweet shot from Daze right there on the UKR as he was standing up on the spool over there by vent, and Arcane trying to push out of the squeaky door as the other terrorists trying to make it out. Absolute getting rocked by Daze. Nade from Absolute picking up Dazed. So now Arcane's got to try and push into the site as Anger rotates, but he picked Anger off. So they are into the site now. Bomb is going to be down, though. They left the bomb. Big mistake as they took the site. iBUYPOWER now has a good chance to get all their CTs over there as they do. Bomb is picked up, though. He's got to try and get that down without getting picked and pushed. As we see Skadoodle, AZK, and Adren are all left. That op is still there. Skadoodle with a nice nade kill. So only 2 terrorists remain. That's AEQ just getting taken down by Skadoodle right there. Only Arcane is left. AZK trying to push him. Oh, Arcane picking up 2. That was Adren and AZK. So 1v1, Skadoodle and Arcane. Let's see who can get it. Bomb is planted in A. Skadoodle knows where he's at, and he made a nice shot through the corner of the box right there. Skadoodle picking up a 4th round for iBUYPOWER.
And I give Infinity Project there some credit. I believe it was Arcane and Absolute did a good job getting the entry for getting into the bomb. But when those guys over there from iBUYPOWER just started on that retake, I mean, they just kept picking up frag after frag. Then I mean, you can look at the scores here: Dazed and Adren both sitting at 7-1 here, just dominating at the moment. So many projects are gonna have to start to pick it up here and hold those sites down.
We are underway with the 5th round now. All 4 so far have gone with iBUYPOWER, and already Adren getting a kill on Toro. UKR getting Skadoodle. Dazed picking up 2. Dazed is having good rounds here, picking up 2 almost every round for his team right now. He's doing very well as we see AZK over at the B bomb site. So 4 counter-terrorists versus 2 terrorists right now. Bomb is still up on AEQ, and Arcane working their way together, trying to make something happen out in mid possibly. See if they can get a push and rotate to the weak side after that. But their mid is almost wide open. They tried to make something happen mid. It would be good for them. Maybe mid to A, as both of the A players are actually pushing into the A halls right now. And it looks like the Infinity Project players are going to sit back and wait still. And it did not pay off as Anger pushed through the A halls. Squeaky door, picking up both. 2 headshots there, getting AEK or AEQ down also. So a 5th round goes to iBUYPOWER. This is not looking good, going 5-0 right now for Infinity Project. What should they try and do on a save?
I think they're gonna. I mean, I'm not sure what guys can do at the moment when they've got guys like Daze and Adren who are just popping off heads like it's their jobs with those M4. I mean, they're all gonna have to try to possibly stick together and work as a team here and just try to pick up some fry.
And we're getting into it right now. UKR, AEQ,
wow.
AEQ getting 2 right there. That was Dazed and Anger, so 2 big players down. AZK and Skadoodle are going to be left for the CT side. This is looking like a nice round right here for the terrorists, looking big. 4 versus 2. They have the bomb over towards A. Let's see if UKR can pick up another one, and he does. That's AZK that he took down. So UKR and AEQ coming up big as Skadoodle just got a nice nade right there on Absolute. So he's probably going to fall off and see if he can make something happen from mid, and he does. UKR going down to Skadoodle. Excuse me. Out the mid right there. Bomb gets planted A. It is now 1 versus 2. Skadoodle's got a clutch right here as he's working his way up A ramp, going up onto the balcony catwalk area. Let's see if he can make something happen. He might drop down to his side, and he can't, as AEQ is in perfect position behind the forklift to get a nice one-tap AK on him. So the first round going to Infinity Project, but score is still 5-1 in favor of iBUYPOWER.
It was, regardless of that 5-1 score, Infinity Project needed a round like that. AEQ and UKR just did complete work on that round. I think they were the only guys that got frags, and, they need that aim. They need guys like that can start popping off those heads, and hopefully they can build some sort of momentum here moving later into this match.
A little glimmer of hope right there from Infinity Project as they came up big, but AZK switched over to an auto sniper and just took down Arcane and Absolute. It looks like they had 1 trade. No trade so far. AZK is now down to 8 HP, so 2 terrorists remaining. Bomb is going to be down over on T-side mid, and it looks like AEQ, is taking out Dazed, but AZK and Anger team up right there to get Toro and AEQ headshots all the way around. That was a dirty, dirty buy from AZK with that auto sniper.
Oh, man, that was rough. I'm not sure if they were expecting that one there. He just started taking him out there. I'm not sure how many frags he got on there. He probably start working something here. It looks like they're going to be on the save this round, so not too much to expect out of them, especially when these guys have a full arsenal of weapons here to just wreak havoc with.
Something interesting going into the 8th round here. AZK still got that auto sniper. Adren has an op right now. So a little bit of a power play right there. As Dazed and Anger are teaming up. Anger actually getting 3, and then Adren's op coming up right there, getting a kill. So that was 3 kills right there for Anger. But the T's were on a save, so the score is now 7-1. If you're Infinity Project right here, your money is low. Do you go for the buy and try and make something happen?
Oh, at this point, I think they may need to. I mean, things haven't been working in their favor so far. So, I think if they could, get some guns here, but it appears as though they won't, maybe sit up for next round and see what they can do. But they got to start pulling off something here. They're just going to get too far behind to even deal with.
As I was just corrected in Twitch channel, AEQ is actually Ake. So we will correct that. Sorry about that. But we are into the 9th round. So Ake as we're watching right here, is trying to make something happen. They are going to be on a save. Light buy, actually, very light buy, as they have P250s all the way across the board, but they are versus full guns right here. And it looks like iBUYPOWER might be getting a little bit antsy, moving up a little bit, but it pays off as Absolute just almost got his head taken off by AZK, I believe that was, in the checkered hall. No, Skadoodle with an M4 getting Toro, and Ake getting a nice kill on Anger right there. So that P250 paid off for him, but he gets traded out quickly by Dazed, and AZK getting a kill on Absolute. We now have 2 auto snipers, 1 op, and an M4 on the CT side as Skadoodle gets an M4 kill right there. So 4 versus 1. Arcane is left with the bomb up. He's going to be getting pushed from all sides right here. Got to make something happen for his team, but no. Daze steps around the corner and gets a nice headshot on him. So an 8th round is going to go to iBUYPOWER versus 1 round for Infinity Project.
Oh man, it's rough. I mean, they're going up against 3 different scoped weapons here, especially these auto snipers. I mean, they've just been tearing them apart with it. And I believe it was Ake actually did a decent job of getting one of the frags there with the P250 over towards A site, and he actually got the M4, but just couldn't pick up any more frags with it. There was a little glimmer of hope there, but you know, Infinity Project's got to get something going. Let's see if they can do it with the weapons.
Ooh, a nice pick there from Absolute as Skadoodle tried to step into the checkered area. Absolute playing smart there, watching the vent as they did get flanked. I believe that was a Dren that flanked them on one of the first rounds and took him out. So rotation is already happening. As you can see there, we have 2 CTs moving over. Ooh. UKR with a nice kill right there on Anger. So this round is almost even right here as 4 versus 3 in favor of Infinity Project, and Daze with his auto sniper coming up big out there at A. So the bomb is down mid. It is now 3 versus 3. You have 2 auto snipers and an op versus an op in 2 AKs. This should be very interesting as all the T's and the bomb are working over into B right now. AZK, though, with the auto sniper, gets a kill. Can he get another one? He gets one more, but gets traded out right there by UKR. So UKR's got to make something happen, and he cannot, as a Dren is waiting up in the upper heaven area with an op to take him down. So a 9th round is going to go to iBUYPOWER. When do you panic as Infinity Project here, Gex?
Oh, you know, it's, I mean, I guess they still have some time. I'm not sure as, you know, as to whether this is CT or T-sided map here, but, you know, it's getting close to panic time. They really got to get something going. It looks like it's going to be just about a very small buy here for them again. So, you know, they got to start racking up some rounds on the board here. It's just, they're going to get too far behind.
We are into round 11 here, so it is almost, it's almost time for a half, but not quite, as we're going to be playing to 15 rounds on the half. So they need to get something going here. If they could pick up these 4 remaining rounds, that would be gigantic for them. Going in 9-4 would be pretty nice. Actually, it'd be 9-5, excuse me, including if they win this round. But that's a big if, as you see 1 Deagle and 4 P250s across the board for them as they try and make something happen in A, but Anger was waiting there with his M4, and it might be a little bit of a fake as they do get the CTs to rotate. As you can see, 4 CTs are working their way over towards A and might be caught out in the middle. That's AZK that's got a terrorist right below him. He might get shot from the side, and he does. That's Toro taking him down. So coming up big there, and Toro with another nice kill on a Dren. Both headshots right there. So it is now, getting taken down. That was Skadoodle and Daze right there getting Absolute, and Toro and Anger on the rotate with the M4 headshot on Arcane. So a little bit of life right there, but a 10th round is going to go to iBUYPOWER. All important buy rounds coming here.
Oh man, you know, Toro was doing some work there with the P250. I thought, you know, they had a glimmer of hope there for a second, but it looks like we got some AKs. We got 4 AKs and all getting bought up here for Infinity Project. We'll see what they can work with on this round here. They need to get these last few rounds on the half. That'll be huge for them.
Getting into it right now. We're going to be on round 12. I just totally realized I was not paying attention to the rounds, and I was just spitting out numbers, and my mouth was it went from 9 to 11, I believe, total half rounds right there. That was pretty sweet. So, yeah, man, I did catch that. Infinity, yes, I did notice that. But we are into the 12th round right here. 12th round action coming at you, and Ake is already down. Absolute is down to 10 HP. Let's see what Infinity Project can try and make happen here for their team. Getting picked as he jumped up on the boost box. That was a Dren taking down UKR. So a little bit of an aggressive play here. I would like to see Infinity Project try and push something all together at once. They've only done it on a save round, I believe. So if they could try and work something with guns, that might be effective here.
Yeah.
Maybe a fake and then a full rush. iBUYPOWER seems to rotate relatively quick. What do you think, Gex?
I mean, they might as well try anything. I think, like you said, one push towards a bomb site with weapons. I think that can work for them. They just need to make sure that they get those opening frags moving into sight, though. Take out those, wherever they decide to go, get rid of those auto snipers quick, if possible. Actually, it looks like AZK just switched over to off for that auto sniper, but I think a rush to a site would be good, or a fake, like you said. I mean, anything at this point, because right now they're getting annihilated, so they really got to start to, turn it around with something.
Yes, and as we were talking about it, it looks like there's going to be a 5-man rush going over to A, and they're coming out garage door. A getting a kill, UKR getting a kill, so they opened up A bomb site right there. If they can use smokes and flashes to get the rest of the way in and get a plant here, this would be huge. Arcane going down to an auto sniper from a Dren as the bomb does get planted in A. So good job there on a full push from Infinity Project. That's what they needed. Ake going down to Skadoodle. Skadoodle's trying to work that ladder up that A ramp right now. Toro and Absolute are left there in the site. UKR is also there. UKR getting one. Toro getting one. AZK gets a kill right there. Last one left, AZK, but Absolute picked him. So a second round going to Infinity Project. Little bit of hope right there. If they can pick up these remaining rounds, it's not going to be good. 11-4, but at least it's not as bad as it could have been when they only had one round.
It's better than 13-2 if it's 11-4. So I mean, but that was good from them moving into sight all as a unit, and they got the opening frags just like I was talking about. They took the site, held it down, and that's something to think about for them as they move into the last rounds here.
A Dren getting a kill right there at the beginning of the round. Yes, I added correctly. It was pretty sweet right there. I've only played Counter-Strike for 11 years, and I'm just now figuring out how to count the rounds. Skadoodle and Daze both getting kills, so it's not looking like they're going to be able to pick up a third round right here for Infinity Project. Crazier things have happened, though. Absolute and UKR are left up alive. They're versus 2 M4s, 2 auto snipers, and 1 op as UKR is trying to make something happen against AZK's auto sniper, but AZK too quick with the auto, getting the kill. So Absolute, last one left versus all 5 counter-terrorists right now. Big hole to try and dig himself out of. He's got full armor, nades, and a rifle, but only 54 HP right now, and he's getting pushed. So let's snap over to his view and see what we can see. That's Dave's going to be looking at him right there. Can he make something happen against him? Skadoodle is down low, so Absolute's got a big hill to climb. He's about to get flanked from behind, though. Oh, amazing shot right there. 180 headshot on Anger, but AZK came up behind him quickly to make sure he was not able to get away from that. So a 12th round goes to iBUYPOWER.
Oh, man, this is, at this point, I guess you could say just buy up here, buy whatever you can, try to at least get this last round moving into the second half. Things not looking too promising for them, though, and I think they should just go for that same strategy, just move towards that bomb site all as a unit, get the opening frags, and take over.
We are into the final round of the half right now. This is round 15. So let's see if Infinity Project can make it 12 versus 3. And an amazing little deagle right there from Toro taking down Anger. A Dren trades out right there. It looks like Dave's getting 2, almost got 3, but a Dren got UKR. So Toro and Ake going down. Absolute's going to be left alive. He's going to try and run away from the knife right there. That was a Dren. So a 13th round is going to go to iBUYPOWER. Score at half is 13-2. iBUYPOWER is up. That's pretty rough right there. Do you think Infinity Project has any hope of trying to bring this back?
I'd like to say that I'd like to give them some glimmer of hope here that they do it. I think iBUYPOWER in this case is just completely out. I would assume they're going to be able to outstrat them here, possibly. It's going to be tough. And close this one out here pretty easy.
And we are underway with the first round of second half. As you can see, iBUYPOWER has switched over to T side, and it looks like they're almost going to do a full 5-man rush, but it's only 4. Days getting a nice kill right there. Ake trading out Anger, so 1 kill to 1 kill, and Dren and AZK both getting kills there. Ooh, AZK getting a second kill, so Ake is going to be the only remaining CT. He's the only CT to actually get a kill also. He's going to be pushing up, get caught from the side, eating Creeper, trying to make Creeper happen, but no. AZK pushed in there and got the headshot on him. So a 14th round has went to iBUYPOWER. In this situation, do you buy everything you can to try and not play for a tie, to play for a win if you're Infinity Project?
At this point, might as well just go for it. Get whatever you can. They really don't have anything to lose at this point. You're down 14-2. You just started the second half. You don't have anything to lose. So at this point, just about anything in it. Wow, they're actually, I believe, all going to be sticking together here potentially. And
yes.
They are actually over here on this A site. So
ooh, an A stack
pans out.
Oh, UKR peaked a little early there, possibly trying to make the bait happen, but it didn't pan out well for him, as the T's are still going to be working over by their spawn mid area. As you can see there, we got Daze and AZK already boosted up. Looks like quite a bit of calls are going to be coming towards A as they see a few players over there. iBUYPOWER should be rotating out, knowing how many players there are, as they are. Yes, they made a call. Quite a few players they saw over at A. They saw at least 3. They got to figure there's a stack going on there, and they're almost going to just full steam rush into B, regardless of what they could. There could be 1 player there based on what they saw. I'm assuming they saw 3 at least, but they rush right in. Nobody's there. CT's stack at A did not pay off as players peaked a little bit, and the peak did not go well for them. As Dren gets a kill on Toro there. Anger's watching the vents. He's going to get Ake. Daze getting UKR. Arcane gets AZK, though. So 1 kill going across right there for the CT side. But Bomb is going to be planted in B. They get the last kill there. That was Skadoodle. So 15 rounds for iBUYPOWER versus the 2 of Infinity Project. This is the do or die round right here. They have to play for a tie now to try and make something happen. I don't know if it's possible, man. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking iBUYPOWER is going to be able to close this one out here. And it was unfortunate for Infinity Project on that last round, completely stacking the opposite site that iBUYPOWER went to. But I think this might just be about all she wrote on this one. See how it plans out. But
and possible last round of the half right here, unless Infinity Project can come up big for their team. But I believe that was a Dren already getting killed. Maybe it was Dazed, but Skadoodle. Wow, picking up a ramp right there, getting a nice kill on Arcane. But Absolute and Toro are fighting back right there. ACK Anger going down. Daze getting Ake. Dren and Anger teaming up on Toro. And then Absolute, oops, we were losing Cam there for a second. And Absolute going down right there to a Dren and AZK. So that closes this out. That's going to be iBUYPOWER taking this 16 rounds to 2 here. You want to give us a quick little recap of what you saw there, man, as I bring us out?
Yeah, well, I mean, watching most of that, a lot of it to me seemed, iBUYPOWER just has some excellent players. Not saying that Infinity Project doesn't have good players, but, those guys from iBUYPOWER, just their aim was incredible, and once they got that, those first 3 rounds, got command of the money and everything, just this auto snipers and the offs were completely shutting them down at the bomb sites, and they were just getting those opening frags where Infinity Project was not. And I think that was one of the big factors there, was just the aim part of it. And I don't think it's anything to be too disheartened about. On the side of Infinity Project, iBUYPOWER is an excellent team, of course, as everybody knows. So I think it's just back to the drawing board here for Infinity Project and getting ready for the next match.
Yeah, a loss like that to a team like iBUYPOWER, just shrug that off. That's an extremely, extremely good team. And I don't want to say that they haven't played a team of that caliber before, but there's a good chance they have not played a team that was of that caliber, that good, that high up. So it's a good learning process there. If they can take that and move away from the fact that we just got handled and learn from it, yeah. It's good for them. I think they can grow from that, become a better team. I mean, if you play lesser opponents, you'll never make it higher. No one from iBUYPOWER got to a pro level by playing open teams their entire time. So
yeah, I mean, exactly. It's just, as I said, back to the drawing board, as the old saying goes. Take a look at the most right, as you said, playing those better teams will make you better for all as a team. So shrug it off, Infinity Project, and it's time for them to bring it on next week or later this week whenever they have their next match. So
Awesome. As you guys just saw, the broadcast title just changed. We are going to be having a doubleheader tonight. Going Live versus Afterlife is going to be coming up. This is also going to be a Week 7-1 DE Cash action. So what we're going to do is, while we're waiting for that, we should not be too far off from it, actually. Probably about 10 to 15 minutes, we'll actually have that up. So what we're going to do here is we're going to have, or I'm going to have, every single one of you guys go follow every single Twitch channel for CEVO. That's a lot of them. That's Play CEVO, Play CEVO 1, Play CEVO 2, Play CEVO 3, 4, 5. Find however many you can. Follow those. Make sure you guys tune in. We have lots of action going on. Battlefield 4 just happened last night. COD is coming. COD Ghost. Counter-Strike is always going on. Dota 2 is always going on. Stay tuned to that. Check out the Play CEVO watch page. That's cevo.com/watch. Also, Twitter. Twitter is they have CEVO has a Twitter. Follow that. Like the Facebook. Also, find CEVO on there, and a personal account for Twitter underneath next to my name, actually underneath my picture. It's gonna be at misled138. Follow me on there. That'll be anytime I'm on. I will post on Twitter to let you guys know what matches I have coming up and who I'm gonna be on with. Like tonight, guest caster. That's gonna be Gex. He's gonna be the newest member of the team. Make sure you guys all say hi. We're going to go AFK for a few minutes, turn the music on, and we will be right back. Big thanks to Gex for coming on tonight, guys.
thanks for having me, man. It was